got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And it's caught. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try to get the edge on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Tebow. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Finding open areas. And the Demon Deacons get enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He breaks a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke 1 tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those.
Intercepted to stop the threat.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
The pitch to the left. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
North Texas in the hurry up. Back to throw, it's Tebow. Looking down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it, And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air, it's Crowder. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. Got loose. Touchdown, Wake.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae. Making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Snaps it in the shotgun. Buys a little extra time. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Going right to work up top. Lobs it off the back foot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Now the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Touchdown, Demon Deeks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Toss sweep to the right. Oh, he's got a chance. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Back to pass, it's Tebow. Fires to the tight end. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Offense in an empty set. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The 30, the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, North Texas. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Hands it off. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds a man on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Demon Deacons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Crowder. Got his man on the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll go to the sneak. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He's got it inside the 30. Wide open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw. It's Crowder. With the catch, it's Anderson. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cameron.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Smithers into space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
To the air on first down. Here's the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws.
Touchdown, Wake Forest! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Tebow. Right down the middle. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Complete to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Complete downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. They just keep firing. Into the end zone. Looking to get it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill. DBs and receivers. And it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hip.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mean Green. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll try the toss to the left. Shows him the stiff arm.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Bust through nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Wake! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Tebow. He's got him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. North Texas in the hurry up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Offense in the hurry up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Snap in the shotgun. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested play.
Got it in stride inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The snap sets up to throw. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Will not get... Kick it off to get things underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Can't get him to the ground. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DB's not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Unloads to the right. And the third down pass is knocked away by the knee.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Motion from the back. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Across the 45. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Caught over the middle, it's Love. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Panthers will have it first and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Love. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Edwards. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
Going to swing it on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it first and 10. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air, it's Dampier. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his big tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Go back to work. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. FIU pushing tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle.
It's a running room. It's a seam wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Panthers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can pitch.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Love. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback home up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Quickly complete. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Hey, And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
It's gone downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Here comes the heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they're after him. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. To throw, it's Crowder. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The option look. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and
he's loose. Oh, a lot of space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on it.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it in. And the Seminoles will put toe to leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To the air, it's Crowder. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch, it's wide. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring him in.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on fourth down. Fires on the move. Tight end getting vertical. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rushing sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Grabbed behind the line, it's Locke. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the offense on third down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now
down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, no! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to them. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
A strike downfield. Big play for this offense. They get it to the 32.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and to keep the drive going.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Crowder. It's complete on the right side.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Lockett. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams looking for a man. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
They'll move the wide receiver. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Seminoles are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Noles come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Williams will pass. Finds the tight end. They've got enough for the first. Gators will kick it off to get us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Bunch formation for these receivers. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the get on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Flushed out of the pocket. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Corners are going to bail. Quarterback running on the draw. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And that's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He's in open space downfield. Quarterback gets the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the grip.
There he goes. Ripping through the defense. Turning it on at the 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing curl routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And you...
Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Fires to the wideout. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete. The Gators need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Fighting off the defender.
Really nice penetration by this defense. Getting in there immediately. Causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Crowder. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter.
The Snake scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Can they catch him? Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air, it's Crowder. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Wake. Huskies will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Snagged in the middle, it's Jordan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Rides the back on the option, the give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Under fire. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply wouldn't.
And the Demon Deacons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Breaks the tackle. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. Trying to set up the screen. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in practice.
Long incompletions are okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Demon Deacons are marching down the field. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Makes the grab. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the The Demon Deacons looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Yeah, and after the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays, he decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense on balance?
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback Sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneak gets it done.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On target over the middle. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance.